morning, everyone. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Off the Battlefield podcast presented by Veterans Claim Servants. Today, we're going to be talking about the decision phase of the VA process, the gathering evidence and decision. How long does it take? You look on your app, you look on, or you go to va.gov and you see that it's on evidence gathering, review, and decision. Usually that's step 3, and you're like, what in the world? How long is this going to take? I've already been waiting 30, 40, 50, 60 days. What else could they possibly need from me? I've submitted all my evidence. That's what we're going to talk about. So thank you for your service to our country. I appreciate you, and I really hope that this video helps you. So again, if you filed your VA claim, you may wonder, how long does it take, right, during this evidence gathering, review, and decision phase, right? Since every VA claim is different, just remember your battle buddy or your buddy who submitted their claim or that you served with may say their claim takes this long, right? Or mine went through in 30 days and and then yours is sitting there for a little bit. Every VA claim is different. Don't compare yours to other claims, okay? Everybody's going to go through a different process and have a different experience. But the evidence gathering, review, and decision timeline, again, it will be different for everyone as well, right? As of December 2024, right now, we're almost rolling into 2025. The average number of days to complete disability related claims is approximately 155 days. Okay. It's in between that 5 months, about that 5 month mark, maybe 6 months, but about 5 months is what it's taking to complete a VA disability claim. Okay. About 155 days. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at this. Okay. So today, what we're going to be talking about are 4 key points: the VA claim processing time, the steps, the timelines, which they can vary, and how to expedite your VA claim as well too. I'm going to go over that, okay? So the timeline for the evidence gathering, review, and decision process of a VA claim could vary significantly depending on the complexity of your case. The more claims that you submit, the more time that it may take, okay? If you've got a mental health exam here, you got a hearing exam here, and then you got musculoskeletal exam for your back and flat feet, then remember, you're going to have 3 different compensation and pension exams: an auditory exam, a mental health exam, and a musculoskeletal exam, because musculoskeletal, most of the time, they need to do range of motion, and if you're doing hearing, you're going to have to go to an audiologist and get a audiology exam done, a hearing test done. Okay, so it's just very, very important to know that. And it depends if, how backed up everything is. But it just depends on the complexity of your case. Some people, the VA need to do their due process, and they need to look into their medical records, or they need to verify a stressor because it's an initial PTSD claim. Everybody's claim is different. That's what I'm saying, so that you understand. So each claim is unique, right? But the following is a general overview of the typical steps involved. Okay. I want to go through these, and this will be in the description of this video. Okay, so VA receives your claim. This initial step involves the VA acknowledging receipt of your VA disability claim. The next step is the initial review. The VA conducts an initial review of the claim to ensure that all the necessary information of whatever you're claiming is there. The next step is step 3, gathering of evidence. What we're talking about now, the VA gathers evidence from you, your healthcare providers, and other relevant sources to support your VA disability claim. Very important to know that. Number 4 is a review of evidence. Once the evidence is gathered, it is then reviewed by the VA. Number 5 is preparation for decision. The VA prepares to make a decision based on the evidence. Okay, that is very important to know that. Based on the evidence, they make that decision. Number 6, pending decision approval. The decision is reviewed and approved by the appropriate authority. Number 7, preparation for notification. The VA prepares the notification of the decision to be sent to you. And number 8, your VA claim is completed. The final step involves completing the claim and issuing the decision notification. The VA will send you a packet by mail with details of the decision, right? It may take 7 to 10, upwards to 14 business days to arrive to your mailbox. If you want it a little bit quicker, that decision letter, call the 1-800-827-1000, press option 3, ask them to email it to you. If you have a fax number, ask them to fax it to you. Also, you can go on va.gov or your VA app as well. So claim received, initial review, gathering of your evidence, review of evidence, preparation for decision, pending decision approval. Number 7, preparation for notification. And number 8, the VA claim is completed. Your decision is sent out, whether they approved it or disproved it. So there's 8 total steps involved throughout the whole VA process. Remember, the VA claims process can take more or less time based on your case, VA claim type, and the complexity of your case. Okay. But to help that to help ensure that your claim is submitted in a and reviewed in a timely manner, include all relevant evidence that goes along with your case. Everything that is relevant, let's call it a headache claim or a PTSD claim, submit the relevant evidence that goes in with your claim. Make sure that you thoroughly complete the application when you're submitting it, and everything that you put on the front end, will help you on the back end. Be proactive rather than reactive. I cannot stress that enough, right? Major factors that can affect the length it takes to receive a decision on your VA claim include the type of VA claim you submit, how many disabilities or injuries you are claiming and the extent of their severity, how long it takes the VA to collect appropriate evidence for your claim. Okay. That's very, very important to know. So the gathering, review, and decision timeline, let's hone in on that a little bit. Okay. During the evidence gathering, review, and decision part of your claim, if you're there right now, the VA, asks for evidence from you, healthcare providers, government agencies, or others. If they need something, they say, hey, we need this. If not, you're just waiting. There's nothing that you need to do. If you need to check in with them, check in via the Vera hotline, hit up the 1-800 number, right? But just let them know, hey, I've been waiting a few months and what's up with my claim? And they're going to let you know, okay? You need to review. They're going to be reviewing the evidence, okay? And then they're going to be making a decision. If the VA needs more evidence during the review, your claim may return to this step again. Because of this, the length of time it takes to process your VA claim can vary significantly, okay? But there may be something, let's say it may get to step 4 or step 3, and then or step 5, and they come back and say, you know what, we need something a little bit additional on this. They're looking at it with a fine-tooth comb. They're looking at it with a magnifying glass, and it's went to the appropriate authority, and they went back to the gathering evidence review decision phase because they said, hey, we need something. We're missing something. You overlook this internally, and we need this checked out before we're going to approve. We need this in that file. So there could be many different reasons. Also, the C&P examiners sometimes don't fill out the DBQs, the disability benefits questionnaires properly, and that can push it back as well too. Okay. Very, very important to know that. Can you expedite your VA claim? Right? There are specific situations where you can expedite your VA claim, including if you are in extreme financial hardship or homeless, you can file a hardship claim as well too. Okay. But you need to prove that you're in extreme financial hardship and you do not want to take away from anyone that may be in extreme financial hardship or really homeless. Okay. Number 2, you're of advanced age, 85 years old for the regional office and 75 years old for the Board of Veterans Appeals. You're terminally ill. I hope you're not, but you're terminally ill with a cancer. Or number 4, you've been diagnosed with like lateral sclerosis, ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease, right? You're seriously ill or injured during military operations, defined as, a disability resulting from a military operation that will likely result in discharge from your military service. You're a former prisoner of war, you've received a Medal of Honor, or are a Purple Heart recipient, okay? You need to use VA form 10207 to request priority processing for your claim due to certain qualifying circumstances or status. Again, that's VA form 20-10207. That will be in the description of this video as well too, if you need to download that. Okay. Most veterans are underrated for their disabilities and therefore not getting the compensation they're due, so I just want you to know that these are very important steps of the process. It's important to be educated on the steps that you go through and that the VA goes through as well through your claim. Okay. But right now, the average time frame as of December 2024 is about 155 days, give or take, depending on the complexity of your claim. Okay. And that's what each step means, the 8 steps of a VA disability claim. Again, they receive it, initial review, gathering of evidence, review of decision number 4, preparation, pending decision, preparation for notification. Voila, your claim is completed, approved, or denied. Okay. Again, the more that you submit up front, the better that it is for you on the back end. Be proactive. Make sure that you have all the evidence. Make sure that you have relevant evidence. Okay. Don't submit unnecessary evidence if it's not necessary. Okay. So if you're filing a back claim and you're submitting, a million records and 999,000 of those records don't make any kind of sense, then the rater in the VA is going to have to search through all these records to find out what's wrong with your back. Just send what is relevant. It's in your active duty medical record. Okay. Send what is relevant, or that correlates with whatever condition is that you're filing. Hey, I went for mental health. Here's the proof that I went for mental health. Here's the proof that I was seen. Here's the proof that I was treated. Here you go. Okay. And have that looked at, send that in, hey, here's my up-to-date relevant evidence, my up-to-date diagnosis for condition X. Okay. So make sure that you submit what is relevant, right? Less is more, but be proactive rather than reactive on the back end. Okay. So I hope that this video helps you, gives you some help. It's frustrating waiting through the process. If you do need anything, reach out to us, info@veteransclaimservice.com. We'd love to help you. We're here for you. We just want to make sure that you're in the best position to win your claim, and get the benefits that you deserve for you and your family. Happy holidays to each and every one of you. Thank you for your service to our country. Thank you for tuning in here. And 2025, we look forward to it. It's going to be a great year. So thank you for your service to our country. And I hope that this video helps you. Peace.